Halo Infinite really worries me. I've always been a big Halo fan. There are 4 games that got me into gaming when I was just a small little potato child, and those games were Counter-Strike 1.6/Source, Warcraft 3, Need for Speed Most Wanted, and Halo. Combat Evolved, the PC release of Halo Combat Evolved, was and still is one of my all-time favorite games. But coming up to Infinite, I'm really worried about Halo. And my worries aren't necessarily that it's going to be a terrible game. I've been keeping up to date with all the news from 343 and their recent Halo Waypoint posts about Inside Infinite, I think that's what they're calling it. And I've read some great and exciting things, but as much as these things are great and exciting and they are going to spell out a great game, I don't think it's going to spell out Halo. It's not going to feel like Halo. But let's just go start at the beginning of my fears with Halo. First one being, it has a large reputation to live up for, especially seeing as they keep pumping it out to be this go back to the glory days of Halo, of the feeling of Halo 1 and the art style and feeling like the original 3 Halo games. That is a huge legacy to live up to. I'm also worried that if it's poorly received, or not being a proper Halo game, after a poorly received Halo 5, another poorly received Halo game could just kill the franchise. A very beloved franchise that I love Halo. I don't want to see Halo die. And I think I'm not the only one sitting in the spot where I really love Halo and I don't want to see it die because it's one of my favorite game franchises. I want Halo to be coming for a very long time because playing Halo is a great pastime. Now, being a spiritual reboot to CE, it needs to remind players that CE was amazing. The original Halo was great. The original 3 Halo games were amazing, and it needs to feel similar. And in their most recent blog post from 343 on Halo Waypoint, I think it's the Inside Infinite February 2021. Yeah, that's the one on my monitor right now. It's Halo Inside Infinite February 2021. They were talking about Zeta Halo and the single player experience, and again, I'm hearing all these things that sound amazing, but I'm a bit worried, especially from the more open world / open-ended level design aspects. Don't get me wrong, they're amazing. The idea of being able to assault an enemy stronghold with a million different options coming from anything to suit your playstyle, that is great. But the more they described it, and the more they described things like the day-night cycle, which, by the way, also amazing. A day-night cycle can completely change the feeling of a game if implemented correctly, and I think that's what they're going for here. So it could be great. But is it Halo? Day-night cycles and open-endedly assaulting strongholds sounds more like Far Cry. Or, in some cases, even games like Rage 2. And I don't want Halo to feel like Far Cry and Rage 2. Now, I have nothing against Far Cry or Rage 2. Both are fantastic games, I really enjoy them. Rage 2 is actually quite underrated, but that's a topic for another video. But I don't want it to be like that. I want Halo to feel like Halo. I want to feel like a super soldier that just cannot be stopped. Just on one track, not stopping, going on, not being defeated. That to me is Halo. I don't want it to feel like Far Cry or Rage 2 or one of those other open world games. However, I'm also really excited about the open-ended level design, and I am going to sound a bit babbly here, but I can't decide. But I'm just scared that it's going to defeat the feeling of Halo. If it still feels like Halo, but pulls off the open-ended world, that's going to be amazing. And 343, you're going to be my heroes if you pull that off. But that was never Halo before, and I'm scared it's not going to feel like Halo. Remember, Halo Infinite is supposed to be appealing to both a brand new audience and the old existing audience. And I feel like you might only be able to appeal to one. You might appeal to both. I have no doubt in my head that they're going to come out with at least a fairly good game. Probably an amazing game. But it's not going to feel like Halo. Next thing that scares me about Halo Infinite is the free-to-play multiplayer and still charging full price for just the single-player content. Now, if they're charging full price for just the single-player content, does that mean any DLCs and add-ons are going to be given straight to you without having to fork out extra money for the single-player at least? Because if I'm paying full price for single player and multiplayer was already free, I'm going to want all the extra DLC. Remember, 343 has stated that they want Halo Infinite to be a long-term platform for a lot of Halo content in the future, and I think they also hinted at it being single-player content that comes out as well. So if all the single-player content coming out is not included in that full game price for just the single player, I'm going to be pretty bummed. And it's going to be very hard justifying spending that money if I fork out a full 60 or 70 US dollars worth of my money. Probably going to be about 1,200 rand here in South Africa. And I don't get all the extra DLCs. I have to fork out extra. Is that going to be the case? Is it going to be included? Will they give me extra stuff in the multiplayer? I mean, come on, I bought your game. Could I at least get like a nice skin for my Spartan in multiplayer? Can I get the right to play as an elite or a brute? Ooh, playable brutes would be good. Anyway, that's just my fears. I needed to get it out there. I don't know how to do it. I don't actually script this video properly. I wrote down points. I literally just had bullet points. At least going forward, they have got a couple things right. The art style, very reminiscent of the original Halo and Halo 3. I'll throw a screenshot up here somewhere from the devs. And again, I'm excited about this game. It's probably going to be one of the very few games that I purchase straight away, straight out of the box, brand new. I don't wait like I normally do with video games, because normally I wait a while after a video game's been released before I buy it. Halo Infinite's probably going to be one of the few games I do not wait for after going back. I'm so excited for a new Halo experience. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Luke from Happy's Tech Guide. You can check out all my social media linked in the description down below. Hopefully you'll see me in another video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Check out my Discord server, especially down below. Adios.